Welcome to Crossroads. I'm your host, Joshua Philipp. We're again at the Value Voter Summit in Washington. Today we have Martha Boneta. She has a great story of how she fought City Hall and won. She saved her farm from overregulation, and her efforts have prevented the government from doing similar things to other farmers. Great interview lined up. Before we get started, please remember to like and subscribe. We'll jump into it now.
Yeah, that's right. Smash that button below. You get Josh's face on your news feed
We got
every
this guy
single
here.
day.
We got this guy here.
That's right. So he's going to be talking to some of the best thinkers in all of America. Now, don't just hit. Smash that button below to subscribe to his channel.
Yeah, you heard him. Martha, a real pleasure having you on the show.
Real pleasure. Thank you so much.
So you fought the government for the farm and you won. You saved the farm.
That's exactly right.
Tell us your story. This protecting the American dream, right? That's an incredible story.
I grew up. I'm the youngest of three girls. I grew up in Mount Vernon, Virginia. I'm not far from the nation's capital. And I grew up in a hardworking family where my mom and my dad told us that if you work really hard, you can be anything you want in America. And I grew up believing that with every breath I take. And my dream was to be a family farmer. I grew up after my grandfather passed away. My grandmother lived with us, which is the tradition in our family. And she turned our backyard into these enormous kitchen gardens. And we grew enough food, vegetables, to feed not only our family, but our community. And from there really grew my passion to want to be a farmer one day.
I love it. I mean, I can tell you living in New York in the city, I sometimes dream of being a farmer too.
Right, exactly, right? That's right. And when you think about it, the ultimate freedom, right? To have your piece of dirt, your little piece of land that's your own, where you can grow your own food without the government intervening, telling you what you can do, and being able to grow your own food is the ultimate kind of freedom on your own land, right? Well, I wish it was that easy. Purchased the farm in 2006. Before the ink was even dry, the government came in and shut us down.
Jeez. What was the grounds?
Well, this is where it gets really interesting. They threatened us with $15,000 a day if we kept our doors open for engaging in farming. And what we were doing was having traditional agritourism on the family farm. Carving pumpkins, hay rides, really traditional Americana.
Yeah, I grew up doing that.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, and the next thing we know, we get this stand down notice. They had threatened us with $15,000 a day for having a birthday party in our barn in January without getting the government's permission.
Well, how dare you hold a
How
birthday
dare
party?
you, right?
Yeah.
And so, they said we needed a site plan, special exception permit, full-blown hearings. It would have cost our family literally hundreds of thousands of dollars with legal fees and everything. And we fought back because we live in the greatest nation on earth. I mean, I am living, breathing proof that one person can make a difference, that you can fight back from overregulation and burdensome red tape and to not give up. And, for me, the glass is always full. It's not just half full, it's always full if you're here in the United States of America. And so when this happened, I couldn't believe it because I grew up believing that you can really be anything you want in life in the United States. And in fact, it's true. We really can be because we fought back. It took 10 years.
10 years?
10 years.
Wow.
We fought back for 10 years and we won. No American should have to fight to have peace on the family farm or to engage in farming that's been around since forever or to engage in wholesome all-American agritourism activities like pumpkin patches, carving pumpkins, that kind of thing. But it's proof that when we the people fight back against this bureaucratic red tape, we can make a difference. And not only did we win, but we changed the law twice. And both of these bills are being used as templates all across our nation to provide more opportunity for small family farm producers.
Look at that. So you went to be a farmer, ended up changing the laws on
That's
farms.
Right.
I love
That's
it.
That's right. And I think it's an important message because we live in such an incredible time right now. And I'm so grateful to be alive for such a time as this with President Trump as the leader of our great nation. We are seeing for every new law that's passed, this administration, this president, this vice president are cutting away between 21 and 22 on average laws. So every new law, we're getting rid of 21 or 22 laws that are on the books. And that's how it should be. The government needs to stay out of the way and allow hardworking Americans, the opportunity to live the American dream, to be entrepreneurial. I mean, so many businesses in our country don't even get the chance to truly launch because before they can even open up their door, there's miles upon miles of red tape. And I know what that's like firsthand. I know what it's like to fight for everything I dreamed of my entire life. I know what it's like to invest my dreams, my hard work, everything my family hoped for, and to see it within an instant have the government try and wipe us out. And I know how hard it is to fight, to save what's yours, to protect the dream. And I just want everyone to know, no matter who you are, no matter what you believe in, no matter the color of your skin in the United States of America, you really can fight for your rights and you can win. It's going to take hard work and discipline, but at the end of the day, it is so worth the fight.
2 points on that. I think on one point, how many countries in the world can family farm fight against big government and win?
That's right. That's right. You know the expression, you can't beat City Hall?
Yeah.
You hear that everywhere, right?
Yeah. Can't fight City Hall.
I'm here to tell you that you can beat City Hall. And here's the thing, it's about the power of one, because if one person stands up, and then you can create an entire army of freedom fighters that are fighting for not just freedom for one person or one family or one situation, but for countless Americans all across our nation. And that's what we did. And now I have the privilege and the honor of speaking all over the country, teaching the skills that people are looking for. So many people will say, well, I don't know how to organize in my community. I don't know how to make a difference. I don't know how to fight back. And I'm here to tell you that you can do it, and to not give up, and to know that we really are the greatest nation on earth, and that we need to stick together and help each other. Yeah.
And I guess just one more point, which, I mean, you love your country. I get that you really believe this is the greatest country on earth, but at the same time, this big government system is something, that you've had to face down and oppose. And so it's an interesting trait, I think, in the American mindset that I see a lot of, where you can be a patriot and not like what the government is doing.
Yes.
And so, that's such an interesting dynamic. You're not going to find that in a lot of places.
That's right. That's
and,
such
and
a good point.
And what is that to you?
To me, that's, our forefathers that created this great nation. There are places in the world where you can't complain about your government. There are places in the world where you don't have the opportunity to fight back. And here we are. I love America with all my heart. I'm so grateful for the brave women and men that would literally die for our freedom. And at the same time, I know that because we are such a great nation, I can speak up, I can fight back. And if a law is burdensome and hurts the American dream and is not consistent with our constitutional rights, I will be the first one leading the charge to fight against that. And also to make sure that we elect and lift up individuals that are going to fight for hardworking Americans every single day, and that are going to uphold our constitutional rights and give us more freedom, not take away our freedom. And how blessed are we to live in the United States of America, where we have the freedom to fight back against our government. It's a beautiful thing, and it really is so precious, and we really are the beacon of hope for the entire world.
Great. So where can people find more about your work?
Okay, so I'm Martha Boneta, and you can go to www.marthaboneta.com. You can email me at martha@marthaboneta.com. I receive over 1,000 emails a day now, and believe it or not, we respond to every single one. I may not get to it right away. It may take many, many weeks, but I eventually respond to every email because it's so important. America is hungry for the knowledge to know how to organize, how to make a difference, how to create more opportunity and prosperity. Every single day, people are calling saying, what can I do? What can I do in my community? We have these restrictions and those restrictions, and we want to know how we can stop these old laws that are on the books, or sometimes new ones, and create more opportunity and more freedom for everyone. And we give them the tools to do that. And we want everybody to know that every voice matters and every vote counts.
Great. Martha, real pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Thank you.